I think when there's a big potential kind of a sports story, some people that are too close to it. So if you're a fan, it's like I don't want someone with the team to tell me about it because they're invested. They got skin in the game. But what's the real story?
Yeah.
And I thought of you, Pinder, because you're not invested.
Sorry to ruin your day.
And I should have asked you, but I guess I'll do it now.
Yeah.
Because I think that probably fans would want someone like you who doesn't have a vibe one way or the other. The Connor McDavid contract not being signed. There's no extension in place. There's thoughts he might enter the season on the final year. Just call it lame duck or just whatever you want to call it. But Oiler media, they're going to be going one way. I just figured you're probably the guy. People be waiting to hear what you think.
Because people in Toronto, they're clearly cheerleading for them to go to the Leafs.
Toronto, they want him in there.
He's never going to leave. Everyone loves Edmonton. It's a great city. Just listen to all these people in Edmonton tell you so. So you need someone that's going to play it down the middle.
Straight facts.
Right? No bias.
I mean, is there concern if you're an Oiler fan?
If you had asked an Oiler fan after the Stanley Cup final what date they should be worried about Connor McDavid not being signed, you've passed all those dates. Now, it doesn't mean he won't sign. And we'll have more in the Pinder report because we can get into the minutia of it. But everyone's, it's going to be, July 1. He's going to stay maybe a couple of weeks. Leon signed on this date. Well, Leon's wedding. And then after Leon's wedding, they're going to.
Very busy.
And all the in-house people that are very close to the Oilers.
Is at a wedding.
They were at the lake together, weren't they?
They do everything together.
They spent a lot of time together. Yep.
But all those dates have passed. Mm-hmm. And so I think if you're an Oilers fan, you're probably lying to yourself if you're not worried, but that doesn't mean he's
well, they lie to themselves anyway. So
that's correct. Yeah.
Look where they live.
This is true. They've made that choice.
It's great here. I love it.
Keep going.
Hideous.
So we can either dive all the way in right now on this or we leave for the Pinder. I'm happy to do it now. I have no problem with that.
Let's get into it right now.
Okay, good. So Connor was in town for the Team Canada stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I actually chatted with Josh Morrissey the other day, ran into him. And he was one of the numerous players invited to the evaluation camp. And they did their media stand-up. And sure enough, you can only get a couple questions in about not being on the ice in the Olympics in Italy in February before Connor gets asked about his contractual status. And Chris Johnston is the lead NHL writer at The Athletic and was all over things. Connor McDavid says he still wants to take his time before working on a contract extension with the Oilers. Quote, I have every intention to win in Edmonton. Now, he does have a year left on his contract, and I would hope he'd try to win in Edmonton. And I think he does. But that quote does not say anything beyond the final year of his contract in Edmonton. So you can interpret any way you want. If you want to be glass half Toronto, you say it's one and done. And if you're glass half Edmonton, you're like, look, he's saying he wants to be in Edmonton. He's saying he wants to win. What else do we need here? Well, so it's the contract. Mm-hmm. More from CJ. Sam Ranhart and Sid with him there, by the way. Connor McDavid is in no hurry to sign an extension with the Oilers. He's comfortable entering the season without a new deal. This is the place that Oilers fans 5 months ago would say they wouldn't be comfortable. Entering the season without a new contract. And so why is this the case? Well, if you're just looking at Connor, you'd say, geez, this is an outlier. But Jack Eichel's a free agent in a year. Kirill Kaprizov's a free agent in a year. Connor's a free agent in a year. There's a lot of big names that are up in a year. Nobody's signed. And so if you're an Oilers fan, that's a positive because you have this incredible cap growth and you know what the cap hits are going to be for the next 3 years. 105, 114, 94.5 this year, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't think any agent wants to make the first move because they don't want to play off the others.
And they're massive increases in the cap year to year.
Huge, 10 million a year, basically.
So he's going, if he's I'm a 20% guy.
And he's never been, but that would be about 20 million next year on the first year of his new deal.
Yeah.
And so I don't think we're going to see a lot of term here unless teams absolutely give the guy the bag, like beyond the market. So in my mind, Kirill Kaprizov is going to make more than Leon Draisaitl because there's way more information about the cap and he might not be quite as good as Leon, but he's a superstar in this league. And what are the Wild without him? They got all that cap space just opened up for Parise and Suter. So like if I tell you Kirill's going to ask for 17, are the Wild saying no?
Yeah, I can't imagine.
If it's 8 years, when the cap's 125 million, that's no problem. And that's halfway through that deal probably or less.
So I guess it just in terms of McDavid.
Yeah. And so if I'm McDavid's agent, I'm like, I want to see what Kirill's going to get. I want to see what Jack Eichel's getting because we're going to ask for way more. Or you just say it's a max deal or I'm out of here.
It's fine. I don't think that Connor McDavid has to wait for anyone.
If he wants to
Does he
ask
not
for a max
set the
deal, they
market?
would say yes. And then, so that's the one angle is the cap. The other angle is how good is this team? Because it's the same D, which I think is a very good D core. It's the same goaltending, which we don't think is very good goaltending. And look at this forward group that I'm going to flash.
Same
here.
city.
Look at this. You've got a kid that's never played an NHL game on the top line.
Same crime, same potholes.
Follow me here.
All right.
Ike Howard, Ike District. You were a great college player. You're 23. You've never played an NHL game. You're a top liner on our team. Stay with me. Vasily Podkolzin, you were a really good fourth liner in and out in the lineup on your last two teams. You're a second liner. Matthew Savoy, you put up 50 points in the AHL and you're 5'9". You're a second liner. Trent Frederick, you're a good fourth liner in Boston. You play third line here.
Why can't
Andrew
5'9"
Mangiapane.
succeed? I thought we were big on the little guys nowadays.
It could be. It's just that you don't know it's going to work. It might be awesome. But what I'm trying to paint the picture of is there's about 6 guys that could work, but are all of them going to work? Frederick was a great fourth liner in Boston. Mangiapane played his way to the fourth line here before he did it in Washington. Not as much foot speed there. Love the player. Probably scores a lot if you're playing with Leon. Sure. Kasperi Kapanen, waiver claim. Matthias Janmark, fourth liner. Henrique probably bumps up to 3C and you put Nugent Hopkins on the wing. But like, who's their third best winger here, guys? Like Igor Sharangovich would be the third best winger. That's horrifying. So if Connor shows up and this team is just okay, why in the world did you commit any term and go back? They've got one of the worst prospect pipelines in the NHL. They haven't improved their net mining. And you cannot tell me that forward group is better than last year's. It just isn't.
But they did just go to the Stanley Cup Finals as well, back to back.
Right, but not with those 6 guys I just mentioned, who are all slotted above where they played last year. So I think he's saying, A, the cap, we're not sure what a top player is going to make, but I could ask for max if I want. And if I think we've got a chance to win for the next 5 years, I might even give the team a deal. But look at all these guys that A, were fourth liners last year, or B, didn't play in the league that we've got slotted way up the depth chart.
Do you think money has any impact? Like,
I think that for the agent and for his brethren, it does, because you know what the PA is, and you know when
but he can go wherever the F he wants
and
say,
make max
I want
out.
max deal.
And so that's why, when you look around,
it would work the opposite way, where the PA would be phoning Connor saying, "Hey, Damas, get out of Edmonton and take it all.
Take max." Yeah. And so I would love to come in and say he's gone. It's over.
It's over. He's gone.
Okay.
Thank you, Rhett. You'll wear that hat today. There's
Happy
still,
to.
like, he could still resign in Edmonton. It's just,
Good.
I think he wants to know they're going to be good, not just for next year. And I'm sorry, they got a shitty prospect.
Maybe he's a hockey nerd. You don't think that he's growing up and realizing that I'm going to stay here for
It feels like
my whole life?
Yeah. He's been there 10 years. So he's put some time
10
in
years
there.
of 0 cups.
That's enough.
And
I know that the cup thing is a major thing, but I think
it's all he cares about.
well, that's
So are they?
well. Then
positioned to
he's
win
got a
games?
bigger percentage chance of staying in Edmonton. Then if that's what
I don't know what that for.
Well,
I really don't.
what's the point you're making?
the point I'm making is that he's so good wherever he goes is going to have a chance to win a cup.
Yes.
He doesn't have to stay in effing Edmonton to do it.
Correct. And there are teams that
And there's
actually,
better places to live and make a ton more money and be better for the league to have your superstar somewhere else.
and
And.
what about an incredibly popular and trendy Pink Pony Club restaurant his wife can design in a city not named Edmonton? You hate to say it, but it's more of a factor in today's NHL.
See, Jack, I just wanted some impartial takes on it.
And there it is.
Is what I wanted.
Yep, no bias
I've heard,
there.
You're
I've
welcome.
heard lots of Oiler media on it, some Leaf media. I just wanted to really kind of let's cut through the chaff and really get down to some unprejudiced thoughts about.
I'm sure your interior design restaurateur skills are maxed in Edmonton. There's no bigger places or more illustrious places to be.
What he hasn't done, and you saw with that clip. Well, he didn't see the clip, but that quote. He's not going to do any favors. It's still very much in a. I'm an Oiler. I have a contract. But show me that we're going that you're in, that we're going to do this.
What do you do
if you're
the-
management?
Yes,
it's
that's
a great question.
the fun question.
So let's say
Connor's going to get all the money and play wherever he wants.
Like
that's easy.
Like you know they're going to pass the blank check across. Like, well, okay, yeah, I
just
know.
write your number in.
But there's 31
when he
others.
doesn't sign that blank piece
Now
of paper, that's when
there's 31 other teams that are going to give me a blank check. That's great.
Yeah.
How's our goaltending?
Same,
because you know what might happen is we get into the season and Stuart Skinner is like, look, see, we knew it. We had faith in Skinner. He's been real good. And then you get to the playoffs, like, okay, yeah, this is kind of fool me once, fool me twice.
Of course, it's a big part of it, and he's seen enough of Edmonton and knows the team well enough to have questions, even though they've been to back-to-back finals. And right, like, we're talking like the Oilers are crap again, and it's like, well, they back-to-back finals.
Yeah,
pretty damn good.
They're a good team and they're a contender. They're not favored to win the division, and it's the most turnover he's seen year over year probably in a while.
The thing that they might be able to trumpet is that yes, the cap is going up, and that's going to be more money for you, but also this cap
pinch
jail that we're in, it's going to. And rather than go and sign guys right now, we're going to use the Savoys and the Howards and the guys that aren't making. We're going to keep our powder dry so that as we go up in year 2, year 3, as we move forward here, if you're here, we can then go to market or we can then get guys.
I still think that every other organization in the league is going to say that.
But I'm just saying,
I know,
the Oilers,
but that's why I keep going back to it. It's a cheap. It's not a cheap shot. Edmonton is not New York City or LA or Vegas or Florida or even frickin' Nashville.
The last time they won the division was 86-87. They've not won the division in the regular season in Connor's lifetime. Isn't that wild?
Who cares?
I mean, just they're a good team, and they were very good the last 2 playoffs. But you have replaced steely playoff veterans with wide-eyed rookies that haven't played in the league.
You're being chintz. Wow.
I'm serious.
Yeah, but you were shit talking the steely
playoff Kane's a scoundrel,
right? Like 6 months ago.
We hate Corey Perry. We can all acknowledge he played well. We can all acknowledge Corey Perry helped them in the playoffs, as crazy as that was.
Sure.
Evander Kane helps them in the playoffs.
But you're shit talking these guys. You're shit talking
Corey Perry. You can't have Corey Perry in your top line.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was wrong in hindsight. Like,
so
we'll take the L
so
on
is there
Corey
a
Perry.
chance you could be wrong that maybe
I think some of those young guys that haven't played in the league at all, that they're putting into really big roles, could be fine. But there's no chance all of those things work. I'm sorry. And like, you probably need a lot of those to work.
Yeah, I think you're just chinsing on the things that don't matter. Like, who's playing with McDavid? Well,
Ike Howard, apparently.
Yeah,
and you know what it is.
So what? So is Hyman. How many guys does McDavid need?
Yeah,
can you skate? Yeah. Can you go to the net? Do you have a stick?
Can you grip it? Just
Train
go to
it
the
out.
Like
Get a
Alex
stick
Chason
here.
got 20 there. We
Like,
get it.
come
I know.
on.
Yeah. It's just, if you're going to commit any term to Edmonton, what's coming?
What it does.
And they haven't been able to add in free agency.
I still think
it's only Dusters that get in free agency.
It's that, and do I want to stay in Edmonton?
And there's a few things that really matter now. The start to their season, I think, matters.
Big time.
How the goalie plays,
Especially.
any injuries.
I think
like any banana. Like you think about what if Quentin Byfield doesn't whiff on a puck this time around and they lose in round 1, or what if McDavid gets hurt, or
hey, Evan Bouchard getting hurt?
It's like they're just going to go to their 3rd straight cup final.
People make it sound easy.
A lot of shit has to go right for that to happen.
I wonder though if he would have any different opinion.
Losing round 1 or not?
What's he going to be saying right now?
It's funny.
I'm in Edmonton and I'm going to win. And like, do you know what I mean? The situation for McDavid's not. He knows what he's doing. We're all sitting here. Oh, what if he like? He knows. He's probably. There's a very good chance he's going to go to free agency. The question becomes, what does the GM do?
If it's December 1 and
Who cares?
Second in the Pacific and you're Stan Bowman, are you taking calls on the best
Do you
player?
think
Or are you walking him right? Like, you can't win in that spot.
And do you think that Connor McDavid winning in Edmonton makes him want to stay in Edmonton more or less?
If he won this year, it might even be quicker. It's hard
Exactly.
to say.
I did my duty to this city. Goodbye. Thank you.
But the December 1 question's wild because, like, imagine the media circus if it was out there that Connor might not re-sign and he's being shopped.
Well, and
it has to be one of those Darkenite Wayne Gretzky moves that no one saw coming, like the Mikko Rantanen. Like, if that ever be like, it would be a bleeping circus every single day he showed up to work.
I just
think about that. You think Rasmus is a distraction?
Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I just can't imagine that you would ever get there. No, we are going to get to summer and we'll sign him. We are not going to be the team that traded Gretzky and McDavid. Like, we're not doing it.
No, you're the team that had Gretzky and McDavid as well. So
yeah,
and Messier. And
I don't imagine
they all left.
You would just have faith that something in the end, his allegiance to your brand would come through. I wonder,
the loyalists believe that.
Yeah, like
people
I wonder.
Haven't lived in Edmonton don't get it.
There was that different tone this year. A year ago, it was again Game 7, but the tears and the heartbreak and that. This year, it felt much more cold from Connor.
Anger.
Yeah.
Year 1 was just devastation and
Connor
trauma.
should have done more.
Year 2 is anger.
Is there any part of that?
Say that again.
He didn't make a difference in those last games. He didn't make a difference in Game 7. And let's stand.
It was not a good game.
Whenever you criticize the best player in the world, it sounds like a cheap shot, and it is. But he didn't. If he had a hat trick at Game 7, they win.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. You don't blame it.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like, the best checking center on earth, he sees in the final 2 years in a row. That's tough. But look, if you're the best player in the world, you got to find a way to be better than Barkov's checking. But yeah, he's still dragging him. You know, aside from Leon and Bouchard, like, who is a standout there? It's just a bunch of shit thrown at the wall. Ekholm's another year older. He wasn't great when he got back from injury. I don't know. He's not telling us what he's doing, and he's being very careful with his words. And if you're an Oilers loyalist, you can read in that he wants to stay. And if you're a Leafs hardo that has been counting down the days for the last 3 seasons, he's going to be a Leaf, you can spin it that he's come to Toronto. I would say this. If I was his PR person, communications agent, he's doing exactly what I'd say he should do.
Yeah, I'm
committed to winning in Edmonton.
I don't buy the loyalist bullshit, because if you're we don't have to harp on this. If he wanted to sign in Edmonton, he'd sign. Don't tell me that he's waiting for more money. He gets all the money.
He can get all of it. He can ask for $20 million.
I think the cap's going to be $150 million next year, Dean. Give me the max. Like,
yeah,
it's set at like 104, 105. Like, it's 20 and change. If he wants it, they'd cut it tomorrow. They have no other choice.
The plateaus over the next 3 years.
94 and a half, 104, and then 114, something like that.
Yeah.
It's well, like then 9.5 to 10.
If it's $3 million more and you can only get 20% of the $3 million, the $500,000 isn't going to be the.
But no, it's not that. It's like from.
I know.
Yeah, 10's a lot. That's the point.
When it goes from 104 to 114 to 120, whatever.
That year,
maybe I'll sign a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
On the 104
so
and
jump back in.
Then why hasn't he done it?
Then that's the question.
But
I do think he signs. I think it's a short-term deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't marry the pipeline there.
And I'm fine with letting them sweat a little bit. It is interesting though. It's all kind of his
people. For what? I don't understand your take on if he loves it and wants to be in Edmonton. What do you
fair? Like
sweat on?
And
what?
I don't know if he does. Like, I do think that there is
so it's an internal turmoil. And if you're Connor, the best choice for you, if you get outside of the box and you can do whatever you want, I don't know your personal, is to get the hell out of there.
I guess I don't know that it's turmoil.
You're going, I have a loyalty to this team. They've been good to me. I get that part. I don't hate playing in Edmonton. I like my teammates. We've had a chance to win 2 Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
That's
hard to do.
But I can make any money I want, and I don't have to live in Edmonton. And I might have a better chance at winning a cup
with a better roster and better goalies.
I think the loyalty thing, it runs so far, and I think he's probably hit it where it's like,
yes.
A
decade.
I'm here, and I'm your guy. But what are we doing with our goaltending? What are we doing in the?
Yeah.
What are we doing with our travel? I can go to the East Coast and have an hour flight for 90% of the year.
You were my junior coach and you were my agent and we're all buddies. But you know what I want more than anything in the world, and it's to win a cup. Yeah. And are we closer? I need you to show me a little bit here.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think he's making them work for it. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
I think the biggest challenge for loyalty for him isn't the team, isn't the coach, isn't the GM, isn't the owner. It's his best pal, Leon. That's going to be his toughest divorce if he leaves. And I'm sure they'll be pals and all that, but like,
Well, it ain't
That's
hard
his
for Leon
hardest
to
one.
walk in and go get me the out of here.
No, it certainly isn't. Superstars ask to get traded, they get moved. Any pro sport.
With the cap going up, that money he's making is actually quite affordable. A lot of teams could probably fit that in. Well, I hope it works out
For the your old pal Tree.
Everyone involved.
just for whoever. Yeah. Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.